Shout out to each and every one of you here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Atom up 17%, Sol up 12%, SNX up 10%, ADA up 10%. And money was flowing today. It was a good day to trade for the lifers. We're going to break it down. We're going to show you some of the gains. We're going to talk about it. I hope each and every one of you are here. This is my hoodie. Good Dad Gang, baby. Good Dad Gang. Check this out. This isn't my hoodie, actually. It's by Terminology, a rapper out of Massachusetts. Shout out to Term. Shout out to Millies. Shout out to Jadakiss. Shout out to the whole crew. But Good Dad Gang, man. And yes, I'm good. I'm cool with Jada. I met Jada a few times, more than a few times in my life. Some of my friends were friends with Jada. Jada's a really good person. Love Jadakiss, man. One of the greatest people out there in the entire industry. One of the realest people in the game. But shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's jump on into the show. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at that mic. Am I too hot? I think I am a little too hot. Not too bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Shout out to each and every one of you. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling happy, feeling excited. Unbelievable what happened. I want to break down some trades we made in the trading group. I want to talk about Bitcoin. I want to go over Luna. We have so much to get into. Does Bunny Coin still exist? I don't know. I don't think so. We'll take a look here. So, look, we had Phantom in a cup and handle. I was trying to play it here. It dropped a little bit. Did not go below where my stop loss would have been at this resistance point, though. And with that bump to the upside, up 40% gains. Shout out to Frankie G for the $5. Let's go Celtics. Game 7 win for the Celtics. Unbelievable. Game 7 win for the Celtics. Huge. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown dropping threes like it was a clinic. Oh, my God, what an amazing game that was. Shout out to each and every one of you. If anyone was able to catch some of that game, unbelievable. Shout out to you and yours. Thank you for bringing that up. Let's talk about Bitcoin here on Binance. And let me talk about what I saw happening earlier today, how it happened, how it went through. So if you're in my trading group, I woke up this morning. First thing I looked at is I do a Bitcoin update. So I just want to take it through. If you had paid the $99 and jumped on into my trading group, just want to break this down. And again, yes, this is self-advertisement, but this is what I do for a living every single day. So shout out to everyone jumping on into the trading group, 436 people strong. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. So take a look. And so we started the morning. This is a Sunday, working hard on a Sunday, I'll tell you that. Not taking time off, just grinding this morning. Woke up this morning ready to go. So things I was looking at, right? A couple things I was looking at, and they don't all have to go up, but look, thought Jupe might pump, it did. Still watching XHV. We'll take a look at that in a second. But at 8:31 a.m., so I go to bed at 1:30 in the morning, and I put a Bitcoin update, and I suggest that it's in this flag, and it will pump to the upside on the 15-minute, okay? But with the measured move, and highly likely to come back to the downside if it gets rejected around 30K, 30,700. So that's how we started the day, right? So we went to bed. And where was that flag? Let's take a look here. Just taking us through. That was when we were flagging down to 29,000 there. So we're flagging here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. So this is the flag that we're looking at here. And we're like, this is highly likely to break to the upside. It would break up, break back down, and then would pump. Hit the rejection point at 30,000, as suggested. Come back down. However, the 15-minute would get ready to go again. And I'm going to delete this now. And if you were basically in my trading group, I would draw this pennant. And so we would hit the first move. I would suggest then a pullback. We would get a little pullback. And then I'm sitting there and I'm looking at Bitcoin and I'm like, wait, hold up. This looks bullish to me. These are a bunch of other things that you guys get if you're in the trading group, right? I went over Stan last night in the live stream. That thing would pump. And I said it would either break down here and drop when the 15-minute got low, or break out and retest and pump. And that would be there or there when the 15-minute got low. When the 15-minute got low, just as we circled, it would hit the top of the trend line. Perfect entry and bounce up 31%. So, I basically mapped out exactly how to trade that. It went exactly that way. Pretty cool. Anyway, so as we said, 50 minutes likely to roll over. So it does a little bit. And then once it does, it makes this, and then we're talking 4 hours in this bigger chart. It's likely to come to the downside. We're going to take a look at that in a second. All right. But then look, Bitcoin update, 50-minute has room for a possible scalp. 68% chance this bull pennant breaks to the upside. Let's take a look at that. Let's actually hit the link and make it big. So this is Bitcoin, and we're sitting Bitcoin at 30,060, and that was the bottom of the channel, and that was an entry for me based on the 15-minute. 15-minute gets great entries, I'm telling you. On the stochastics RSI, if you pick up what I'm putting down, 15-minute gets great entry. So looking at this, and this is exactly the pennant we drew. This was the measured move. How did we get the measured move? You know, like where do we get off saying it's the length of this pole here? And bang, right? Mind this is the other pattern that we're starting to make here, the rising wedge, you know. I'm going to take off my moving averages for a second here, just so you can see clearly. But this is the bigger pattern that's in play now. See? Up, down, up, down, up. Coming back down here somewhere based on the 4-hour, in my humble opinion. And again, I could be wrong. I'm like, I hate to say this because I don't even like to talk about my winner. Just keep watching the live stream and you'll be pleasantly surprised. That's all I want to say. That's it. I'm not going to say any more. So it's likely, look, we get rejected here. This is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. However, the 15-minute is coming down again with a higher high. Can it continue? I've seen the 50-minute do amazing things. However, the 1-hour wants to push to the downside. You're overbought now. Here you were overbought. What happened? You would come to the bottom of the channel. Here you're overbought. What would happen? You would come to the bottom of the channel. Here you're overbought again. What are going to happen? It's probably going to come down at least to here or to here. Okay? So that's what I see happening here for Bitcoin. All right? And then watch. I can recreate this real fast. Watch. You back. How does he see it? Well, let me show you. Let me show you. Also, what we saw was a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. That is breaking the neckline. So you could say that we had this going. Symmetrical triangle. It broke to the upside. You could say that. You could actually say maybe it broke out, broke back in. This broke to the upside. Okay. Symmetrical. A semi. Bang. Measured move of the semi is 35,285. Okay. Pretty beautiful. Even this is a smaller version. Right? Kind of a bull pennant. Bit of a cup with a handle there too, which we've seen many times. Okay. However, you're right at resistance now. You're at this zone, so to speak. This is an area where Bitcoin has had some, up and down areas. Some chop has been delivered in this area. Then you got your bigger resistance here too as well at 32,500, 32,006 area. Okay. So right now we're getting rejected. All right. We are. And I had that other piece of mind to say, is this the bigger target? And are we actually just hitting the top of it? There's two perspectives. You have to be open-minded to believe that each of them could play out. And that, so I have this idea, but then I also have this topped out idea. Okay. Now, in my topped out idea, we're headed back down to the bottom of the channel down here, right? However, look, I also want to make the channel, all right? And this is how it starts getting complicated, you see, because I'm able to collect. You see, it's just like a chess player. The smarter a chess player is, the more moves he can see and have in his head at once. The smarter a trader is, or the more aware a trader is, the more they can see at one time. And then they can pivot to whatever happens. I have to draw it out. I have to draw almost each thing that my mind sees out. But look, up, down to the downside, right? Then if you look at the smaller time frame and break down this 10 area here, you see this is also, this is also a rising wedge that is seemingly breaking down here, trying to retest and come into the downside, all right? However, 15-minute could save us. It's doing a bit of a funky flag here, but at the same time, 1 hour and the 4 hour both want to roll over on you. That's not where I open up huge trades. We did get the flip. I talked about this little movement here. We did get it. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Okay. One other thing, I'm going to give you another perspective here real quick. And are you recreating these charts? It's important if you are. Look, this falling wedge broke to the upside. That was an idea we had as well. Here's my last bit of my last piece here is that we're doing this. And what was nice is, we technically broke out. We technically broke out of the channel. Let me bring that down lower. And technically we busted out. Bang. Bang. And there's a measured move there. Okay. This is simple. See, this is nice and simple, right? I do a lot of other stuff, but this is simple. Okay. Nice and easy, see? And your level to go for is 34,000. All right. Now, while everyone else has gone off of YouTube and done charting and does not want to make money anymore, we're still pulling in the gains every single day, everybody. Like we play, look, just sitting in my trading group alone, perfect entry for Bitcoin, as we showed you, and that was like a 3%er on spot. So with 3x leverage, you're talking 6%, 9% easy. I'm going to talk about the trade I made. I'm going to talk about One Earth. We're going to break down a bunch of other stuff too. I don't think Jasmine will go lower. They started off at like $3 or something. I love that word, I don't think. Love using that, don't you? You know what people like to use the word think? People who love to lose money trading. Time for bed. Good evening all, and trade well. You're going to sleep, man? You're missing out on the gains. If I were you, I would stay awake and I wouldn't play myself. But that's up to you. It's completely up to you. So I see us also in this channel here. See this? And I believe we're headed to the downward side of this channel. So a short on the 4-hour is, in my opinion, an idea here. And they may liquidate you and come get you, but it's the most likely scenario based on the stochastics. Look, if you short it up here, perfect short, short it up here, perfect short, short it up here, short, 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 all of these high points on the stochastic of the 4-hour. RSI, MACD, you're at resistance. So unless you do something miraculous and we see Bitcoin tomorrow morning up at 32,000, it's likely we're headed to the downside. All right, so most likely we're headed to the downside based on the 4-hour time frame, based on the 1-hour. Now we just got to find out the perfect entry using the smaller time frames. And again, I mean, even this is in a rising wedge. See this? Like all the time frames are giving you bearish signals. However, this could break out parabolic. So what you're hoping for is the 15-minute to do something amazing and punch you above 32,000. All right? Great team. Just started watching the channel. Great TA. Shout out to Balloon Punk Rocker, my man. Thank you so much for being here. So this is my idea on the 15-minute for Bitcoin. I would watch this closely. Could easily Bart Simpson to the downside. Nothing's guaranteed, but this is your way out of my bearish scenario. This is my way out. So I watch this on the 15. I keep my group updated. And I basically just gave you Bitcoin in a nutshell. Okay, the only thing we didn't really look at is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Let's jump on into it. And again, you know where we're headed with this. You know where we're headed with this. Daily's lifting up to the upside. You had 1, 2, 3 big, nice green days after this giant wick to the... Whenever you see a wick like that, that tells you that that was highly likely a bottom. I mean, I have to say, highly likely a bottom. Look at that was a bottom there. That was a bottom for a while at least. At least we should get a fake out back to resistance. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we came up and tested 34,000, 37, even 41 in this area based on the size of that wick. That wick is insanity, okay? Daily is pushing to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for the daily time frame. Sad to say we do have to look at the Dow futures right now, which I don't want to, but we do. So let's take a look at the Dow futures. If they're popping, they're up 31 dollar bills, yo. Dow futures up 31.80 Dow futures. That spells, you know, I mean, you want this to be green. We are correlated at the moment. There's nothing we can do. Dow futures are green. That's a good sign. Shout out to each and every one of you who didn't take a look at the stream yet. Appreciate you all. Shout out to David Kendall. 338 people on the live, 146 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going all in on altcoins if Bitcoin drops. Hi, man. Greetings from Sweden. Shout out to Kelvin Villacorta, my man. I made all my money from microcaps. Bought Spawn at 0.2. I'm very excited to understand the charts the way you do. I will be joining the trading group next week. I don't know why you would wait till next week. Join tonight. Jump on in immediately. And if you join with the Me6 app, jump on in. Right now, you could just jump on in. The link right now below the video brings you to the Discord server. In there, you're going to have access to free Crypto Bootcamp, which is 4 amazing videos to give you my trading style, my teaching style, a little bit about, you can feel out who I am, what I do. And these videos are going to really, really get you going. And then you can even read the testimonials. One of my most profitable days in my life. So happy to be a lifer. Thanks, Sam. You're the man, brother. You give confidence in every trade I do. This channel is worth so much more than the money, than the monthly fee. Lifer, so grateful to you. Lost a lot of money before you. Not anymore. There'll be a lot of losers in the crash. So glad to be a part of this group, I would be down big right now, but I'm in the green. Look at that. I don't know if you're going to see this, but I'm so grateful to have your Patreon, not just because it's benefiting me, because you are also gaining something as well. I can't thank enough for your knowledge that hasn't helped me, but many others. I was able to learn so much in just 2 weeks, and now I'm already putting out calls I see sometimes as well. Glad to be a lifer for life and more. Just keep reading these testimonials. Jump on in. This is all free. Then the gains. Like the gains we made today. Standard. I put this out last night. Idea that it would bounce. It did for 31% gains on the live. Talked about FRR breaking out of this little cup. It would loop up a little lower than that, but not go lower than the bigger stop loss here. This thing would bounce and bang on you for 48% gains. FRA again broke out through this channel just yesterday on the 14th for 41% gains. Brawl we hit in 2 days on Friday the 13th. We hit 2 different trades on Brawl. One for 93, one for 54. We shorted Phantom for 112%. The gains just keep flying in the month of May. It does not matter what's happening. It does not matter how bad it gets. We called the Phantom short before anybody else. You can call us on it. Bang, bang, bang. Anyway, if you were in my trading group today, I said I'm watching One Earth on the 1 hour, suggesting the price can come back. This is today at 9 a.m. to the bottom of the pattern or definitely further. So my idea is to watch because I'm a stochastics RSI trader. When the stochastics are high and I'm at the top of the pattern, I wait for price to come to the bottom of the pattern, and that's where I want to enter. I want price to come on down here, and I want RSI to come down here, and I want to snatch it to the upside. Let's take a look at exactly what happened here for One Earth. So when we take a look, it was here when I suggested it. I tried to scalp it on the 15, being extra advantageous. It wouldn't happen. It would go lower, make a bottom here, hit the bottom of the channel. But the 1 hour would do exactly as suggested. Up here, if I waited for the 1 hour like I should have, came down, nailed it right there. When you enter the 1 hour, that was your entry. Boom, for 25% gains, still holding 17% gains. So basically, I spelled out, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't tell people what to do, but I put my trading style out there in front of you. So what I do is I have this alert system in my Discord, and what I'm doing is I'm putting alerts, and I'm trying to tell you what I'm putting alerts on. So look, I am watching One Earth. 1 hour suggesting the price can come back to the bottom of the pattern, or definitely further. So I'm telling you to put an alert down here on the RSI, and when it hits that time on the 1 hour, possibly maybe a good possible entry to the upside. Look, it would come down, the alert would hit. This would be textbook 19 to 25% gains. And that's how I do it. That's how my trading style works, okay? Bottom of the pattern, low stochastics, MACD turning. RSI was in a falling wedge as well, and bang, 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 bang. So had you been in the trading group, you would learn my trading style. You would have been able to set these up all on your own for 10 different charts today, and then nailed gains on gains. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. I've given my Bitcoin prediction, what I think is happening. Okay, right now, the projection, it's likely we come to the downside. Where is my target? It's the end of the wedge. Sorry, I'm making these lines. I hit the plus sign. It's at the end of the wedge here, down here. That's my target. Somewhere right here at 29,960. Could go lower, 29,005. We could go even lower to my lower target, 28,006. We break that 27.5, and you break that even lower, you're looking at 25,800. As we break different levels, I will update you, so we don't even have to talk about it until we get there, okay? But I think it's likely we head down here and test this lower level of this bigger channel that we're forming, okay? Now, what could save us is that the 15-minute ends up making, like, a square, this kind of bullish rectangle flag here in a rising wedge, though, and it does break to the upside and breaks through to 32,800, breaks above 32K. Okay. I love the alert section. Shout out to Craig Novak. Thank you. I haven't used it enough, but I'm going to start adding to it. So the alert section is going to be, if everyone that's new here or that's joining the trading group, what the alert section is going to be is it's going to be where I'm setting an alert. So when I set, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm setting an alert here. When the alert hits, I'll probably update, hey, the alert has hit now. So it's basically where you should set the same alert. You get it? If you really want to change your life, do these 3 things. Now, join the Lifers Discord, do the beginner's course, and then have a one-on-one with the Lifer to help you perfect your trades. Thank you. You have changed my mindset and how I trade. Sam is the real deal. Shout out to Eon Glennon, my man, for the 50-pound, man. You're the man, dude. I love you. Thank you so much for the one-on-ones. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the 50-pound on a Sunday night, my man. And we're going to get into Bitcoin here And you know what we're going to get into. You know what's going to happen here. You know what's happening. So enough about my trading group, how great it is. But I do have to toot my horn. I do have to show you how the gains come. Okay? Look at this, my man. Loving the gains today at 532. Got a few percent out of Bitcoin and 20% out of One Earth. My man. Nailed it. As a team, we do it together. We hit 'ems. We get 'em. Shout out to you and yours, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you. And, you know, little sayings like that, little comments like that, they keep me going more than you ever know. They're more than money. They're more than gold. They're more than gems. Because helping other people get to their place in life, being happy, is all I ever want to do. That's my goal in life, is to get you to your goal. That's it. I'm happy. I'm starting to reach a place where I am feeling, you know, some contentment with my success, content with where I am in life. I've hit a 50x, 30x, 20x, 100x. I've did all the things that I kind of dreamed of doing in investing. And now I want to show other people kind of the education, the process, the way, and the staying power too. Look how hard it's been to show up every single day, to get your butt kicked by the markets, and to continuously show up every single day ready to go and not waver, not fall short. Be strong in our conviction, be strong in where we're going to go in the next few years, and be strong in our long-term investment goals, plans, and ideas. Shout out to each and every one of you. I love you all. You're all amazing for sticking with me throughout these hard times. They're hard times for sure, though, dude. Let's take a look at Bitcoin tonight. Let's take a look at Bitcoin tonight. I said let's take a look at Bitcoin tonight. And the weekly candle close. Bam, and we do it every single Sunday night. Bitcoin, and because we're the only single channel that does it. We do it because it's different. We do it because it's ridiculous. We do it because it's unique. We do it because I don't care what people think of me. I do whatever I feel at the moment in time, and that's why I'm the Crypto Lifer. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. That's a dirty candle. I usually like to kiss it. I'm going to blow it. It's trying to come back. I'm going to blow it away from me again. Oh, but look at this ugly, ugly candle here. And that was a Hugh meditation for sure. Hugh. But I'm with you on that 100%. Let's take a look. So we open the week. Next weekly candle closes in 7 days. Of course, already opening red. We open the week at 34,043.00. Wow, it was kind of a palindrome. See, 34.43. It was a palindrome. 34,043. Pretty weird, right? They opened the candle. The high is 34,243. The low would be 26,700. Some people would say we went lower. I said I didn't see it. 26,700. The candle would close at 31,335. It would be a $2,700 loss, down 7%. Not that bad, really, compared to, you know. But look at that. One, like my man said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've never counted 7 straight bearish weeks in my life, you know. Already hit the low. No reason to do it now. How you guys doing? Shout out to Gina Bombina. 7 reds. Unbelievable. Yes to the dogs being alert. So, I mean, that wickage, though, when you see wickage on a weekly wickage, we did get a bounce here. We did get a bounce here. However, we had weekly wickage here. It did give us a bounce, suggesting, I believe, that we're going to get a bit of a bounce here. This is what I see happening, even if we are making a downtrend. This is what I see happening, because they've been making these channels. They keep breaking us out of them, breaking us back into them. You can kind of identify them by previous areas, too. See that area there is kind of the previous channel. coincides with this top area here too. You can see this. So that's what makes me think that we would get a bounce here on the weekly, if anything, even if we're bearish and continuing to the downside, somewhere to this resistance point. Somewhere up in this region, 38K, 35, 36. You know, this is my bigger idea for Bitcoin. Trying to sell at 32K and buy it at 30.29. About all I can do right now. Shrimpy! Shout out to Brian Shrimp. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Love learning. Shout out to all my moderators in the house. Shout out to the 50-pound super chat. That's like $65 now. Amazing. Shout out to a Dingo 8 by Satoshi, Brian Shrimp, Anku Kutsi, Butsu, East Jordan, and each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart to yours, from my family to your family. Shout out to David Kendall. Shout out to each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. As we move forward here, bouncing forward, we got the ticker, and it's green. We got Doge up 2%. We got DOT up 2.29%. We have Engine up 2%. We have Digibyte up 2.74%. DCR. We have Ethereum Classic up 6%. We have Ethereum holding 2,100 up 3%. We have Filecoin up 2.7%. So about 2 to 7%. Let's take a look at the coins here on CoinMarketCap. And you can see in the last 24 hours, Airweave banging on them. Kadena, also a big winner here, up 16%. Kava, another one, up 14%. Atom, up 14%. So coins getting back up in there. 11% for Solana. Cardano. And you're seeing some movement here. 12% for Steppen. Harmony One back above 5 cents. $36. KuCoin shares back at 14.44. KuCoin shares is strong, if any coin is. Even Axie Infinity trying to make a gain back up. But you can see there's some movement here in the altcoins. There's some movement in the altcoins. Pretty exciting. But, you know, this is where I would be taking profits. I'm not saying this is strong. As I showed you before, for Bitcoin, it's likely we get pulled down. Unless the 15-minute does something miraculously beautiful for us and brings us to that 32K region, it's likely we do see a lower low there on Bitcoin as we've gone over in depth. Looking at this here, Bitcoin up 3% in 24 hours, down 9% in a week. And we showed you the coins that are hot. So I like to look at the hot coins and play the hot coins. Decred, NAM, Airweave starting to make a move here. So things just to look at on the radar. Solana, Kava, KuCoin shares. And hey, one of the coins that nobody even knew about turning green on the day. All right. Let's see what the biggest gainer here on KuCoin. Actually, let's get a new list here while I'm out here live. You guys always get me to do the right thing. Might as well do the right thing live today. Look at USD markets here. This is where you download the right list, save that to the right place. And then what I'm going to do here is go to my trading view. And I'm going to be importing a new list into KuCoin. All right. Right here. Import a list. Import a new list over here. I believe I had it in the documents files. In my documents over here. A KuCoin list over here. Yeah. What is the date on that list, though? How many lists you got, kid? How many lists you gonna show me over here? I didn't see. I slipped. I did slip. I slipped. I'm slipping right now. Hit this. Where did it go? It's going to footage. That's why. It's going to footage. It's not footage, is it? No. So we're going to import that list from footage. Okay. Why do they call it footage? Okay, that's a good question. Right? Why do they call, when you shoot media, footage? Like, what is the point of that? Right? I'll tell you why I believe they call it footage. Because a camera used to be a foot candle. That's how they used to do lighting in movies. 1 foot candle. 1 foot, like light is 1 foot light candle. 1 foot candle. And footage is shot with the lighting, and then they call it footage. Because it was the age of the foot candle. Age into foot, and you call it footage. You know, but that's why they call it footage. You know, that's my, you know, because the handage costs extra. That's insane. Wow. Be easy, be easy. We got little kids here. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Can I get a footage? Can I get a footy? Oh, my gosh. That makes no sense. It does, though. It makes complete sense. It does, though. It makes actually absolutely complete sense. It does, though. Connor, it actually makes complete sense. And if you ever say anything again like that, I will take these glasses off, break them, and then use them in ways you don't want to see me use them. Okay, these are weapons. These glasses are weapons. I can turn them into sharp daggers, and I can slice through cheese and have cheese and crackers. Okay. What do you guys drink on while trading? I do not drink. I stopped drinking alcohol 100%. If you want to leave my channel right now because I said that, please do. But again, I don't hate on you if you do drink. By all means, people do whatever they want to do. I just believe that I have a lot of young traders in my group. I want to create proud young men. And I believe that alcohol really has no place in the family system. You know, you can be a great man without having alcohol for your wife. And it's not good for your liver. It's not good for all your organs. So, yeah, so sorry. So I don't do the drinking thing, man. I don't do the drinking thing. Okay. Showing some love for the lifer. Thanks for all you do. Shout out to Brian Shrimp for the 99. My man. Love you, brother. I'm joining the 99 on my next payday. There's 3 paydays on June, so I'll have some spare cash to invest. We'll follow lifer for ideas. I mean, for $100, man, jump on in today. What are you waiting on? 5 years clan. Shout out to D Evolution, my man. You got softer. You're not as loud. Thanks, man. I don't want to be any louder, though. Don't worry. We're good enough. We're good enough, Chad. Bring up your volume for yourself. All right, Chad? You'll make it. You'll make it, Chad. You'll make it. You'll get through the day. I promise. I have faith that everything will somehow. We talked about ABBC. Remember the other day I said, man, this thing likes to beat up on Bitcoin. Would have kind of dropped a little bit lower, but look at how this thing would just continue to bang. So if you were on my channel, I was looking for something, anything the other day when it was just complete garbage out here. 32% gains for ABBC. Might have heard it on the channel. I like to trade it on and off. I think it was because it was filmed by the foot. That's what I'm saying, though. The foot, they took a foot of film footage. You get it? Yes, but it was a foot candle. Yeah, you get it. You know what I'm saying. You know. What's going on with Bitcoin going to 32K and then a dump? That's what we possibly might mean, but you can go back to the beginning of the channel to check it out. You know, it's too hot right here. I got to get into the t-shirt. It's just too hot. I can't do it. It's like 80 degrees here in Boston today. It was like so hot. Like insanely hot. Messing up the hair now. But this is real. I mean, this is real, recognized real, right? 2 chains. And I never have 2 chains on either. It's very rare, but let's get a big drink of that water too in there. So guys said, what are you drinking on? I sip on honey and I drink on lemon water. Yes, I just drank honey. Be Well Honey out of Manquan Street, Pembroke, Mass. Be well, drink honey every day. Be Well Honey. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Oh, wow, that honey is good. Sorry. No one likes lip smacking. I'm so sorry. So rude. How could I do that? So, look, now we have the markets, right? And hold on. I import. I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah. I imported the right one. We got markets, too. Yeah. So, these are all the coins on KuCoin, the USDT pairs, where I like to trade the most. And we can see what's hot right now at the present moment. And, of course, Luna, USDT, trying to move for 21%. I would stay away from it. I could show it to you if you want. This ITAMCUBE USDT took a nice pump to the upside. And, again, low liquidity. But if you looked at it on the 15, I mean, this is my trading style. My eyes make this right into a bull pennant. You know, I can see it immediately. Bang, bang, bang. Then I take the measured move, which is the length of the base of the triangle. And that's exactly where you went. Bang, bang, bang. Let's look at POLX here. POLX took a nice bounce. And you can see here, same idea. POLX was in that. And look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. That's an inverted low in the stochastics. Pump to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Watch the 1 hour scoop. Usually there's more to go. When the 1 hour has momentum like that, there's more to go. I would go on an even smaller time frame to try to track this. This might even pump out of this to the upside, because you can see that the 1 hour has more to go. zoom in to boom in. I zoom in to see something else, to see if there's more action here. POLX could pump here on a scalp to the upside. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm not saying, could be 10 to 60% gains, though, something out of that. The 1 hour does have way more momentum. Very, very interesting. Shorts for Mana starting to fall down, though. The bigger coins starting to drop a little bit as Bitcoin, see? Because these are the big caps. And what they do is they follow Bitcoin to a T. To a T. So if Bitcoin starts to struggle, which you saw it was there at that 1 hour in the 15, what was that? CLH clearinghouse token. That thing banged on them in the last 5 minutes. Unbelievable. There's still insane gains coming out of the market. We watch XHV. Stops below here, this area. I would have put a stop below this line here, technically. So we would not have been stopped out of that, and that thing would bang to the upside. Look at that. 20% gains. We went over this. Look at that. And I believe there could be more coming for this Safe Haven, or no, Haven Protocol, not Safe Haven. SHA is Safe Haven, SHA. This is Haven Protocol. Both on KuCoin, both have Haven in the name. Could get a little confusing. But 20% gains. And we talked about this right around this zone here with stop losses below this area. And they try to wick you down there. But again, usually I'm not like on close to the bone. But again, you can figure out how you wanted to trade this. Bit of a cup and handle, breaking up to the upside. I actually would readjust that line. And now you can see that it's making this channel. And that thing would boom. Let me put it back, though, because I want to put it exactly as I had it there. But bang, 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 XHV for gains. And this was on my radar. So there was a nice like 20 to 10 to 30 to 50, 60% on a bunch of different coins today. And we figured out that Bitcoin was going to be bullish based on the 15-minute, and that gave us the space to trade all coins. So zoom out when in doubt. There you go. When you read Lifers testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Join the Discord and read the testimonials. Thank you so much, Love Learning. We love you. Thank you for loving learning and loving my channel. I appreciate that you love learning because you love coming here and learning every single day. Typical market going to boom up at times while trending down. So if you wait to get in, you'll never get in, my man. Shout out to Produce the Gain. Shout out to Fights in Finance. CVP is up nicely. 395 lifers from around the world. We almost have 500 people on the live. Can we get all the lovers of life here to hit that like button if you love your life, if you love what's happening today, if you're feeling it, if you're pumping it, if you're just feeling life, if you're gauged, if you're engaged in life, and you're rocking it. You're like Game 7 in the Celtics right now, and you're feeling it. Jump on in. Please hit that like button. I love you all. Thank you for being here. 390 people on the live on a Sunday night here for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Can I get a yes, baby? Can I get a yes? Bang, 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 bang. Let's take a look at that Fear and Greed Index. Let's take a look at that. That was all the way down at 10. Extreme Fear yesterday at 9. I mean, when it's single digits, greatest prices, in my humble opinion, to buy BTC. Like, in my humble opinion, 2 years. If I'm willing to, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're willing to hold Bitcoin for 2 years till the next halving of 2024, I believe you're going to be in big money. I'm basically suicidal, but I'm feeling it. Connor Anderson, man, you got to take a deep breath and realize, you know what? I'll talk you out of that right now. I fell through a glass door, bleeding profusely. Crazy blood right here. Out this, if you can see that scar right there, right near my main artery, it would end right here on top of my main artery. I'm bleeding all over the place, right? Bitcoin crashed. Was I bleeding out of my main artery on any of the days that Bitcoin crashed? No. So every single day that Bitcoin crashed was better than the day that I was bleeding out of my main artery, right? So if you have real life situations, if things happen to you that really beat you down in life, if you've been through a lot, if God has given you some strenuous things to go through, then what we've gone through right now is nothing. So if you're suicidal, and I hope maybe you lost your mom or dad or something else. We don't know why you're doing that. Please call the hotline. Please get yourself situated. We want to make sure that if you're going through anything, that there's someone there for you, man. I really didn't think the Celtics could beat the Bucks. Tatum is the real deal. Brian Shrimp, man, we did it, baby. Oh, we tired you guys out till you guys just couldn't handle it anymore. The Bucks just couldn't handle the Celtics. You guys gave up in the third quarter. It was over. It was over halfway through the third. We're going to make it, Connor. We're going to make it. Listen to Alex Poppy. Be careful, man. Be positive. Hey, how are you? Could you check a good reload zone on Zoro Inu? BSC, please. Great advice, Sammers. God will take you through hell and get you to heaven. Stay strong and move forward. Shout out to Crypto Savage. I like what you just said. Celtics, one of the best balanced teams in the game. Celtics could go all the way again. Knock on wood. You never know, though. Let's take it one day at a time. Let's take it one day at a time. So I've never done this before. I'm just acting crazy, drawing crazy lines for Bitcoin. I never did that before, but I'm just seeing. Could we bounce? So I'm suggesting the weekly does give us a bounce here. Okay. Sad thing here is if we break this weekly support, next place is where we wick to. 26,000 is the low here. We've drawn Fibonacci's from this low to this high. And we bounce off the golden pocket, 0.65 right there. Last time we had a beautiful bottom, we bounced off this. This was the golden pocket from here to here. So we just be repeating science again. We'd be making a falling wedge here. And we'd be bouncing to the upside. There's a chance you would do this. Come down again, double bottom, and then this thing would be gone. With a monster measured move. Back to about $69,000. And that's possible. It's very possible. We don't really have hit. I kept talking about hidden bullish. We had it here for a while. It's still slightly there because that's flat and this is to the downside. It's still slightly hidden bullish divergence, but it's dragging on now. You know, like we you could say it was hidden there and we got a bounce up and we got rejected, right? So I'm just looking at the bigger time frames here, the weekly time frame. I mean, it says if we break again and go any lower, I mean, we have to come and test 20,000. The fact that we didn't even test 20K is crazy because there was really nothing there to stop us right here at that wick, besides people just buying pressure to the upside, right? The Stokes are extremely low. We've been waiting for this for a long time. I've talked about the 2-week chart, and I've gone over the 2-week chart a lot. And I've talked about how, look, the 2-week chart was low down here. Beautiful buy back in 2018. 2-week chart had this, whatever you want to call it, scam, plan, whatever it was. And then here to the downside here, right? And then here we are again in the sweet spot. I mean, 1, 2, 3 times in the last 4 years to buy Bitcoin at the cheapest prices possible. Let it come down to 10K. Let it come to 15K. I'll keep enough to buy enough Bitcoin down there than I ever dreamed of. So what am I worried about? You know what I'm saying? I end up with like 100 Bitcoin while the rest of the world won't have a clue of what's going down. So this is what I see possibly happening. I'm loading up. I'm consistent. I'm keeping money on the sidelines, but I am consistently buying into Bitcoin. Buying a little more, buying a little more, buying a little more, and buying a little more. Okay? So here's my bigger picture idea here. We drew a Fibonacci. I drew some falling wedge here. There's a chance that this falling wedge does break up, even if we continue to the downside to go to 10K. And we get a bounce back up to this region, to that 38,000, somewhere between 37.5 and 40K area. Very possible. So even if we were bearish, there's an idea we get a bounce here. But the 2-week chart, as I've gone over many, many times, is looking quite scrumptious. All right. Let's take a look at what I call the show, okay, which is the Dow Jones, which we saw now. Let's take a look again on the Dow. Are we holding? Still holding up 39 points. Staying green. You need it to stay green. That's something you definitely need to see. It got to stay green here. What did I just do with it? Okay, maybe. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Now, if this pumps, it's not good for altcoins. This is pumping, but look, this suggests that this is about to come to the downside and that the alts are going to have a little bit of a rally. So I'm just, it's interesting to say the least. Bitcoin dominance was about to pump on the daily, which suggested that we would see some type of movement here for Bitcoin, up or down. It was mainly down, but sideways too, and we did get a little bit of a move. That just sounds wrong, Nix. I just put my V up for sale so I can buy more Bitcoin. What is the V? What is that? Mavs all the way, babe. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, man. I hope you guys do well. Shout out to may the best team win. Dollar cost average your way in now. Even $10 would be like 100 after the next Bitcoin halvening. Yo, we're so close to a halvening. Can you believe that? We're closer to a halvening than we were to the last halvening, which is crazy. I can't even believe that. But we're now 2 years to the next halving, right? Shout out to everybody here. 400 people on the live, 285 likes. Can we get the likes up to the viewers? If you guys get us going, you guys are the ones that got us to 400. You 285 beautiful people. So if the other 115, 119 people, I did the math pretty fast, right? But if those other people can get those likes going, we'll run up to 600 people. We'll take over. We'll have a lifer army just battling through, banging on them. We'll be like something you've never seen before in the crypto space. Shout out to each and every one of you. And this is show number 470. What number is this? Danny, what show is this? Damn it, Danny. He's always reading Thrasher magazine, and they're old. He find an old box of Thrasher magazine from when I was a kid. He's reading them all the time when I'm supposed to be at work. What is he doing, man? Damn. So anyway, if we hit that like, 406 people watching, unbelievable. This is awesome. Episode 474. We haven't taken a day off in 474 days. My wife has had babies. I've live streamed in the hospital. It's been insanity, and I continue to never miss a day. It's hard. Some days I get tired. Some days I'm with my family. We're out all day. We do something. I've been in the sun, and I'm like, man, I got to go home and do my live. My wife forgets. She's like, oh, my God, I forgot you have your live tonight. And I'm like, I got to do it. So many times my family's like, take a day off. Take some time off. You need it. And I'm just like, nope. I know what you meant, but it was funny nonetheless. I'm a car guy. I drive a VW Golf R. Love my hot hatches. So funny. Every person I met says that they are in crypto. I send them your channel. Shout out to Crypto Savage, man. You're the man, dude. Lunar eclipse tonight. Yeah, also there's a lunar eclipse tonight. These past 2 years feel like they flew, happening in our reach. Isn't that crazy, man? So insane. I remember waiting for the 2020 happening so bad. Wow, break up or break down. Pure genius, Fred. I guess, that's not what we do here, though. I feel insulted when people say stuff like that. But again, it is what it is, Anyway, so the daily on the Dow, as we are, like, I'm not taking breaking up or break down. I'm giving you a prediction that the Dow will bounce. Last time the Dow bounced. Low daily. Falling wedge back to the upside. Can the Dow break up? The high we need to make is 35,007. If we don't make a higher high, Dow will just get rejected by the top of this channel and come even lower, and this will just continue to the downside. But there is an idea that the Dow will bounce here on the daily time frame, and we will have a move to the upside. 474 show. Yep, 474 shows, man. Without a day off. Can you believe that? Without a day off. Shout out to that angel of a woman. My wife is the best. Thank you. Should we be buying Bitcoin now, or do we see another dump to 20K in the coming weeks or months? And that's what the title of the video is. Should we be buying Bitcoin now? And my thing is this. If I'm not a financial advisor, I can't tell people what to do. Okay? I can't tell you what to do. I don't want to be your financial advisor. I don't want to tell you what to do. It's not my goal. My goal is to be a teacher, you be a student, and for you to learn the education of technical analysis from me as we learn together and we grow together. Shout out to each and every one of you on that like button. Thank you so much for helping me out. I appreciate it. I see you guys. I see you. 318 likes. I see it. I see it, baby. I see it. So you got Cardano busting out here, breaking out, just like following Bitcoin. It's following Bitcoin, but remember, you're getting overbought. All the blue chips are going to follow Bitcoin. If you get a dump back down and you're at resistance, don't be surprised if you come even lower. You might even make the ideas that I'm saying that we're even in these channels, see? And we're going to head down to the bottom of the channel one more time, too. So, 2 ideas for Cardano. Someone just mentioned it there. Anyone know any exchanges with more USDC trading pairs for lower caps? Or am I going to have to use USDT? You said USDC, but I know you meant USDT. I have to agree, great time to start DCAing for the happening. So, title of the video. What is the title of the video? Bitcoin, should you buy now today or lower prices? Cryptocurrency Live, episode 474. Let's answer the question, and I'll answer the question by telling you what am I doing. What is the lifer doing? Okay? What am I doing? Well, I continuously buy Bitcoin. I am thinking that I don't want to use the word think. Whenever the Fear and Greed Index gets to a 9 or a 10, usually we don't get any lower. Usually you've gone to the lowest possible place. However, that could change, and I'm open-minded to say that I'm wrong. But I have told you every time I bought at 9 or a 10, I've been pretty spot on. It's been pretty amazing. However, there's always an asterisk there. If we go to Bitcoin here on Binance, I did buy, we were at like a 9 or a 10 here. and we end up lower now. So that one time wasn't true. I got a cheaper price. So, but it does give you the lower prices comparatively to the rest of the market. What I do is I look at Bitcoin long term. Like I go here to BTC, USD, all-time history index, and I really sink my teeth into Bitcoin on like the weekly or the 2-week chart. All right. And I ask myself where we are on the oscillators. Okay. And I use my stochastics RSI, my RSI, my MACD, and I keep it basic. And I like that 2-week chart mainly because it's just got that little more chunk of time in there. And look, your low here for Bitcoin, 59,597, low 2-week, low 2-week right here at about 1,100, 800 bucks, low 2-week here in this low zone after the dump. So if you buy the 2-week when it's low, I mean, you're not going to get the guaranteed low. You might buy here, but you're definitely not chasing the top. You're definitely not chasing the top. And if the cycle continues, you're DCAing into these areas. Like if we end up looping something like that, you know, and you scoop in at this 2-week. So this is where I just start buying Bitcoin. It's simple to me. It's just a very simple strategy. Now I've been able to do this since around here. So I worked for me here, it worked for me here, it worked for me there. Worked for me there a little bit. I did get into huge profit. Some of those buys are a little low, but that's not what it's about. It's about gaining Bitcoin. I don't really care about anything else. I don't care about the monetary value of my stash. I care about how much BTC I have. I just want more Bitcoin than the next guy. I want to be first in line to the Bitcoin ice cream truck. I don't care about anything else. So that wick too tells me that a lot of smart people bought into that. And last time we had wicks like this, there, and there, we did have huge pumps to the upside. Crypto Love talked about this on his channel today. So I am going to rehash some of his info. I you know, when I do that, I do like to give my love to the Crypto Love man. To the Love man. Shout out to the Love man. Sorry, I just like doing that. The Crypto Love man. Shout out to the Love man. He's got the love, man. He's got the love, man. Crypto Love, man. I posted it. The only thing is I don't know where I ended up posting it, which was kind of whack. So like I grabbed it, snatched it, and then I'm like, well, where is it? You know. It was an awesome little chart too. Let me see if I still have it up here. They were vlogging for the first time there. Kind of funny. I think that's is that his mom? That might be his mom. I didn't get to finish, as you can tell. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 407 people on the live. Unbelievable on a Sunday night. $81 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. So this is my idea here for BTC. Okay? So I wait for these areas and I start buying in. That's it. I do think we're going to go a little lower based on the 4-hour. And then I use smaller time frames to kind of perfect entries. Look at the daily. Daily suggests that we saw a low already. And we are pushing up. However, the daily must break. Daily, see, here it is. If you know your trend analysis, low, higher, high, great. Higher, low, great. Slight higher, high, slight higher, low, higher, high, great. We needed a higher low. We broke it. And once you broke that, you killed this uptrend. So we had this beautiful uptrend. And that's, you know, we were talking about rising wedges break down 68% of the time. There's your measured move. It wasn't, you know, I mean, that's exactly where you should have went, which is insane. But that's your measured move. You know, 25,000. Funny, this candle says it went lower than the other one, right? Because remember that other candle didn't say. But this candle says we went to 25,365. Interesting. If I go to the weekly candle here, this weekly candle was down 27. It was 34,035. High was 34,225. Low was 25,365. So we already went to a low of 25K, everybody. We did hit a low of 25,365. Sorry if I missed that. I usually like to be really direct on the weekly candle closings there. Apologize for that. So this was obvious there was something brewing there. You could see that was happening. You had a swing up here on RSI. Kind of a flatter idea. Anyway, trying to point out some divergence. It wasn't there, but on the bigger time frame there was. Anyway, so could we go lower to 20K? I believe anything is possible. So what I do is, if you had 10, like, so say you're, you know, a busboy and you're just saving money and you have $100 in the bank, you know, for me, I can't tell you what to do, but if I was a busboy with $100 in the bank, I would slowly start DCAing $3 right now into Bitcoin. And if we drop down to 20K, I'd make those $3 $6 to $8. And if we drop down to 10K, I'd make those $3 $9. And I'd try to get as much as that $100 as I could somewhere in these zones by being patient and just buying little by little every couple of days. Now, I would equate that to $1,000, to $10,000, to $100,000. All right, I'm about to do it with 100K. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to be allocating a lot of my money into BTC, into the bearish times. Okay, then I'm going to use the BTC to trade BTC pairs. If you don't know what a BTC pair is, you may want to join my trading group to get educated. Do you believe in the CME gap we need to close at 24.5? I don't really care about CME gaps. 90% do close. Just wanted to say hello to you, lifer. No regrets or hard feelings. God piss at you, though. Cheers, man. Shout out to Jose Valverde, man. Love you, man. I got no problems with nobody, man. It's all love for me. So as long as you got love in your heart, I got love in your heart. Yeah. You want to join my Discord, you can jump on it. Take your alts to the bank, then from the bank to the alts. Where do you buy your Bitcoin, brother? Which exchange? I just use Binance, which I'm not a fan of, and Binance US too. Both not fan of. Strike is a great place though, although I don't use Strike enough, but a lot of people do tell me Strike is a good place. I actually do want to start using Strike and get like an affiliate with them. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in on the live. My friend, a busser, made over $1 million with SHIB last year. Look at that. A busboy made $1 million with Shiba Inu, man. I'm so happy to hear stories like that. I'm not a BTC fanboy either, but it's good to know what it's going to do since it dictates the market. You will not get rich off Bitcoin. It's just a place to store money and not make any more. Oh, see, that's what you don't get. You'll get so rich with Bitcoin because you'll trade BTC pairs. See, people don't realize you will. See, that's what people don't realize. You will get rich with Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. I believe Bitcoin will still 100x and go to $3 million in the next 10 years. It will take a while. Get to like a 10, 15 trillion dollar market cap. You could definitely get rich off Bitcoin. I think you're sleeping. A lot of people are slipping, man. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. You got to figure out what you want to do. I believe I can get rich off Bitcoin. I'm not going to tell anyone they can. You can do whatever you think you can do. I don't know what you can do. You know, it's up to you. It's whatever you put your mind and head to, you know. Watch Luna doing the opposite of Bitcoin yesterday, went up 541x, man. Bitcoin best savings paradigm that exists. It really is. Shout out to Sean Black. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. All right. So there's my analysis for Bitcoin. We've been in depth. I've told you what I'm going to do. So should you start buying Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, today? I am. I'm buying more Bitcoin every single day. For me, there's no reason not to buy a little more, and a little more, and a little more, and a little more. However, I do think we're going to go a little lower. Like I got this 1600 here, and I'm about to put it down, but I think I can put it down a little lower. I believe Bitcoin's going to go down a little lower. I've already predicted that Bitcoin would start dropping in the last few hours based on, you know, my trading style. Let's take a look here. What's happening? So what happened? Why are we falling? What's going down? Everyone's like, what? Well, like we showed you. Is that the KuCoin? Yeah. We're in a rising wedge. We came to the top of that area, and we hit rejection point of this resistance area, and it's likely you're going to roll over. The 1 hour is pointing to the downside. The 15-minute rolled on you. However, the 15-minute kind of wants to go up. So what you're going to see is something like this. Looks like you're going to see something like this. 15 minutes going to bounce back up, back down, come up and down as it rolls down. So expect a bounce here, but don't get too excited about it. That's a scalp, quick bounce, right? EMAs are screaming that we're going down. Yeah, I mean, 21-day moving average. And again, and again, I even believe, look, if we look at it closely, look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. So we even got a shoulder, head, and a shoulder pointing to the downside. So, and we also talked about how the 4 hour really does predict price action. And that 4 hours bearish is all heck. And you're at resistance, and you know, what goes up must come down. We hit our trade to the upside. Now it's time to take some profits, no matter what you're in, and to the downside. Let's take a look at BTC3S, which is a short on Bitcoin, a 3x short on Bitcoin, and let's take a look here. If it's worth trading, I like to look at it on the 15. It says the 15-minute shouldn't be ready yet. It should be coming down to the bottom of the pattern one more time. So here we have this, then we have that. That's pretty ugly. I'd say that has to break back into the pattern almost. Interesting. Almost have to zoom in now and make a smaller channel. I'm just looking how to make money off of this short for Bitcoin. I'm just looking at the opportunities in the market. So down and then a bounce. I mean, it's not in my sweet spot at all. 1 hour is for sure though. It does want to bounce. I saw this recently play out, as ugly as it is. Ugly channel though, for sure. Almost want to maybe include this in it, include that in it. But that's definitely fugly. Yeah. There's my channel. Like, that's my channel. That's what I'm seeing. That's like the best thing I can make there. Bit of a cup and handle. Ugly though. Let's look at BTCDOWN, which is also how to short Bitcoin 3S on BTCDEX. And look, we had it in a cup and handle. It fell short a little bit, but it's double bottoming. This isn't as ugly as that last pattern. I can kind of make a little more sense out of it. See that? You can trade this on what's called BTCDEX. This does suggest you're going to get a bounce to the upside. Resistance here, places to take some profit. How much could this render? Sorry about that. Let me see. Wow, 47% gain shorting Bitcoin. And I'm saying, I mean, you could see Bitcoin fall all the way back down to that 25, 26K region. Don't be surprised, all right? Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. We've been going over it. And since then, we looked at it in this rising wedge that it was going to break down. Tried to get to resistance, and to me, it's just in that same, it's in another rising wedge now. See? And it's pointing to the downside here on the 1 hour. 4 hours also overbought, right? So that's got to cool off. You have a bit of a double bottom going. Can it make some action? There's a chance. Daily, let's look at the daily here. Daily's just getting started for a bounce, suggesting that we did bottom already. Level to get back above, though, is to 1.154. Like, we need to get back above there. We did bounce off 1.61, but we're at $1.3 trillion and struggling. So smaller time frames are not in our favor. What we need to do is we need to go sideways and just like slowly build our way up. Get back above $1.4 trillion, and then we can actually have a discussion here of like where we might be able to go. Same thing going on here. This is the total market cap of all of the altcoins. We're sitting at 473 billion, and that's so sad when we lost $1 trillion there and we fell out of this bigger pattern. This thing can't get back above 600 trillion. We got to start at 500 for starters. I mean, that's going to be our first real level to watch. If you're in the mood, can you juxtapose Bitcoin 4 hour, 6 hour, and 12 hour showing the overextensions as a lesson to how to compare time frames? I'm exhausted, man. Lifer does an awesome job. Thank you. Syscoin. We'll take a look at Sys for my man. Let's take a look at Sys. I also have the that disorder, man. So my disorder is going to make me not want to do something that someone asked me to do. Because even if I love you and I know you, I'm going to be like, it's just, you know. You did send a super chat, though, in my humble opinion. So 4 hours, 6 hour, and 12 hour showing the overextensions as a lesson to how to compare time frames. I guess we could do that. It would be a lot of work, though, right now. I don't know if I'm ready to do that. See, you're putting me to work, though, in a way, and I'm like, it's a lot of work, you know? Bitcoin will most likely be 400K by 2026, 2028. Bitcoin algorithmic curve shows that on the low end. I agree with you 100% there. You aren't a disorder lifer. Nah, it's cool. I know how you feel, haha. Super chats, VOXEL, Enzyme, Cup and Handle, GRT, if you like. VOXEL, let's take a look at VOXEL. I went over VOXEL earlier today. Kind of was on my radar as something that might make a bit of a move there, right? VOXEL. I wonder, why was I looking at VOXEL? I remember getting the voxels too on let's take a look here. So it wanted to make a move on the 1 hour, and it did from the lower time frame. See right there? The idea is I don't care what chart I put out or how I look at it. But the idea is once something gets high on the 1 hour and it doesn't make its way out of the pattern, then it's probably not going to break out. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours trying to flip for you to the upside. Take a look at the 15. And the 15-minute was in that inverted head and shoulder. And the idea was just to play the right shoulder, right, from when it got low on the 1 hour back up there. See the possible gains. 9.5% gains, but I'd be very wary. You know what I'm saying? It's always high risk, high reward. You got to watch Bitcoin. I guess beginners in my trading group don't get that too. Like I put out like 5 or 6 altcoins, but at the end of the day, then you see me viciously going through Bitcoin. You're like, why is he trading Bitcoin like this? Why does he keep going over Bitcoin? Why did he do 5 Bitcoin updates today? Because you got to be able to juxtapose Bitcoin to get in and out of your altcoins. Okay, if Bitcoin looks horrible, your altcoins are going to get rocked, steady. Okay, this didn't look like it had the volume to break out. My humble opinion, I would close the trade, but you got to do whatever makes you happy. Okay? Funny, we put a bit of a fractal here on this thing. It seems like it's following it pretty interestingly enough, right? That's crazy. So GRT, the cool thing about GRT is what it did right now is it made a flag above resistance. So we have this resistance here, and it's now in a bit of a flag. Let's see, Alt-T. See, it's in this. It's in this. Has a huge pull to the upside. Pause. Let's take a look at the 15 wants to pump and the 1 hour. So this thing actually might pump tonight. Compared to most coins, regardless of what Bitcoin's doing, you know, you may see some fireworks for GRT tonight, just based on what we're looking at here, based on the probability. That's it. High risk, high reward. Not my favorite thing. Very overbought on the 4 hours, so the 4 hour could come down. That's high risk when you're trading against the 4 hour. It can still happen, but you're trading against the 4 hour. I just have to make that very clear. Okay, but there's GRT. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you all for jumping on in. Total DeFi struggling too as well. US Tether dominance. Okay, thank God that dropped to the downside. Look at the 4 hours trying to get a bounce. It would continue down lower. Thank goodness. That's good for Bitcoin. That got us to pump a little bit. Tether dominance taking a breather. Heading to the downside on the daily with more downward momentum. However, 4 hours saying hold. We need to try to make a bit of a bounce like we did before. Hopefully we just go sideways and nothing comes of this. But, you know, Tether dominance. Let's take a look at the dollar index. And the dollar index finally did break through my huge resistance point. I can't believe it. Rising wedge did break to the upside, and now we're forming a bit of a flag here. That's not your best sign for Bitcoin. That suggests that you may pump tonight into tomorrow morning. For the next 8 or 9 hours, the dollar wants to pump. That's not good for the stock market. That's not good. The 4 hour actually may move back to the upside too as well. The daily even has room to the upside. That's not a good sign for Bitcoin at all. I have to put that on everybody's radar. The 3-day and the 5-day bigger charts, the weekly, they all want to roll over on us. I keep talking about the 2-week chart wants to roll over on us. Yes, we did break resistance, but it doesn't mean we can't just slip back in and bounce down to the downside. So watching this 2-week chart, but again, it looks like we have some pain to go through. It looks like we have a week or two of pain to go through on that week, on that 4 hour and that daily. Once that kind of plays out, the bigger time frames can begin to push and take over a little more, and we'll begin to make a move. Hardest thing about trading is keeping an eye on your desired target and keeping track of Bitcoin along the way. That's why I have 6 monitors, my man. That's why I got 6 monitors with Bitcoin on one at all times. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping in. How did I even become the Crypto Lifer? How am I even here? How did it happen? I shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't exist. This channel shouldn't be here. None of you should be typing into the chat. We shouldn't have this many people viewing. We shouldn't have this many likes. This all came of just a crazy idea in my head one day. Just a dream I had. A dream, a plan, a hope. And here we are kicking it every single day on this live, going over Bitcoin viciously, checking out the altcoins, having fun together, breaking it down. I love you all. Thank you for being here with me each and every day. Without y'all, I wouldn't be here. So each and every one of you created the environment for me to thrive. And I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. So remember we went over this and we said there may be a little more gas in the fire here. It did try to bounce. Look at that. It did. I mean, let's see what happened there. Look, 17% gains came out of that scalp. Look, we drew that on like the 1 minute or the 5 minute chart and suggested this thing had more legs. And look, it did bounce. 5 minute chart. How do we do that? Well, you were scooping here, and when you scoop, and so right at the beginning of the live, we went over this, we drew this. This is one of the first things we drew on the live stream. I love this. Look at this. Let's go back. Did someone ask about it? I don't know exactly what put it on my radar. And these get timestamped, everybody, and then you can go and hit all the timestamps and see everything that we're talking about. Shout out to the $50 super chat. Shout out to the gains. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Where did I hit POLX? Where was I going over it? Right here. See, look at that. So there's your before. We're talking about this bouncing on the 5 minute chart for a quick scalp to the upside. And there it is for gains. Look, 17% gains. Like from there, from watching my channel just like an hour ago, right, to where we're at now. And the 54 people that left, we had 408 people watching. They missed out on possible gains on POLX. But insane, see? And that's how you can scalp live on the channel. It went a little lower, but bang. It would eventually scalp to the upside based on the stochastics RSI, everyone. They're so deadly accurate. Look, I don't even need the MACD. Don't even need to see it. Just need to see my Stokes, 21-day moving average, falling wedge. And again, this is not neat. We could make this neater and tighter. But again, that scalp was stacktastic. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into that scalp. I don't know if you took it, but if you did, you were bold, bodacious, and just amazing. So shout out to anyone that jumped in on that scalp. Vision game. This thing is hot, and you can see it was hot earlier when it busted out of this move. See, there's your bull flag. I love this stuff. And it just measured move, which is all the way to that wick. I would always take the wick. Bang, 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 and that nails it. Now it's flagging out a little bit like POLX was. See that? Again, that's a bold scalp with the way the market is right now, but there's a chance, you know. Stop shorting. Shout out to Chris Weeks, my man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Is it time to stop shorting, Chris? Do you have inside information to the big buys coming on in? Shout out to Chris Weeks, everybody. Fellow celebrity. Boston celebrity. Shout out to everybody here on the live. How about the Celtics game, Chris? When are we going to a game, dude? Are you coming back? When are we going to steak dinners at Strega, man? When are we doing the city big, like you said? I'll pay too, man. I got you. I'm not trying to get on you. I'm just trying to take you to dinner. I'm trying to show you the city through my eyes, man. Sammy went to New York. He's back. He's back. We got to take over the city, bro. We got to become the next. You know what I'm saying? Old Irish families. We got to make it happen, man. Mavs up 40 points. Damn, the Mavs are up 40 points. That's a wrap. That's horrible. Mavs up 75. I've never even seen 75-36 in my life. Like, that's insane. It's over. Game sevens are pretty definitive. Look, 109-81. Like, the Celtics just took care of the Bucks like they were a freaking tiny little high school team. Unbelievable. Dang, I thought that game would be fun to watch, this Game 7. Sweep City. That's why everyone's here watching my live stream. They're like, why even watch that? Pointless, right? When Kook might pop here. Cock. Yeah, makes you want to say cock. Like, I know, I'm just KOK though, cock. You know what? I'm just saying the name. I'm just saying the name, man. KOK. All right. So don't try to like cock-a-doodle-doo. You know what I'm saying? We could be talking about a bird, an animal. CELT, like the Celtics, celestial thing is making these higher lows over and over again. Pretty funny. Gina got excited immediately. Look, she put the eyes on. She's funny, man. I can't believe it. She is stupid. Oh, my gosh. I'm loading my workstation. What's up, lifers? Word, Celts was home. Nice. No comment. So funny. No comment. Amazing. I love this channel, man. Glad you had that crazy idea to do this. That crazy idea. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Lifer, much respect. Keep doing your thing, brother. Shout out to each and every one of you on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. CELT might make some gains. I'm not saying it will. It's just on my radar. Something to look at. AERGO. This thing was hot. And, you know, I would have had a right mind to put this, and this is what Bitcoin was. I mean, a lot of things just followed that move for Bitcoin. We got Green Day. We got a Green Day, everybody, like Armstrong. But, get it? Ah, ha, ha, ha. The Baba joke was epic. You're funny, man. Abdominal Rain Man, Spaghetti Regnetti. You know, I said Spaghetti Regnetti to myself a few times today, so I thought about you. I'll keep liking the like button over and over again. Like it's fiat currency and the number won't increase. I'm printing the likes just like the Fed prints paper. No, I like friendly sharing of a garbage project. Love learning. Crypto Wifer. She didn't like that. Why? You are listening, huh? I didn't realize she's always around. Boston about to get beat by Miami. Oh, wow. Wow, them fighting words where I'm from, man. Talking ish on, yeah, well, let's see who the best, let the best team win, man. We'll let the best team win. Wow, Phantom of Go-Go on the 1 hour is about to pop. Everything else doesn't look so nice, but Phantom of Go-Go. Look at that. Phantom Go. Let's take a look at the 15. 15-minute will have to reset, in my humble opinion, but the Phantom, this thing looks go. Phantom Go. This thing has been making higher highs and higher lows. Look, it broke out of this channel to the upside, bang, and that was a shoulder, head and a shoulder to the upside, made a measure move with a wick, with a beautiful wick to the upside. You know, Bill, the last time I saw Chris Weeks open up that trade station, he shorted the entire market in his underwear. He made $200,000 before most people put cream cheese on a bagel. Look at Phantom USDT here. I like the 15-minute coming down low. I'm going to put an alert here on the 15-minute. Watching this closely here. Ugly pattern. High risk. Definitely anything could happen. This thing has been known to pop for huge gains, though, the last few weeks. It's up massively. It really is. Like, while everyone was bearish and freaking out, you had your head on tight like we did. We just kept trading. I mean, look, 151% with the wick, 228% gains. There's been gains since May 12th. That's 3 days. Hundreds of percent gains in 3 days. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. So there's been money to be made if you get your head on tight, right? If you get your head on tight. So Phantom of Go-Go on my radar. However, I got an alert here on the 15-minute, waiting for it to come on down to the downside before anything else, okay? So I set alert here on the 15-minute. My alert system comes through for me many, many times. Thanks, David. I didn't know enough to know. Love learning. Hey, Haichi Inu stealth launch today, sir. Haichi Inu. Interesting. A new coin. Wifer is on point. Oh, she's the best. Love it, DeFed. Here from your BitBoy interview. Great channel. Shout out to Crypto Funds, my man. Thank you for being here every single day here. That's the thing about my channel is we're here every single day. We go over Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, total too, the Dow Jones. Heck, we go over gold too. You know, even gold was taking a bit of a beatdown. Let me take a look at gold. Gold was taking a bit of a beatdown recently. Didn't make sense, right? But, you know, the dollar was getting strong. Gold back to $1,800 an ounce. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. So we had gold in this cup and handle. Handle's getting beat a little bit, but that's okay. I've seen the handle get elongated as such. We can still end up back at the top of that handle. Daily is oversold. Gold still on the way, in my humble opinion, for a trajectory back to the upside here with a measured move to $2,228 for gold. This cup and handle started in August 11th of 2020. And if I zoom out here to the weekly, you'll see that gold is in a cup with a bigger handle that started in 2011. A giant cup and handle, which puts gold at like $3,600 an ounce. So even though gold took the hit, and I believe it would have been a little, it should have been a little higher here. This is what I also see here for the bigger idea for gold is this. So look, it's still in this. Going sideways with a measured move here, and that's a bull pennant. I used to trade gold. That's how I learned how to trade. I traded gold ETFs on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and I traded gold miners over and over again. Gold and silver miners, but $2,500 an ounce for gold. The latest, I don't know, somewhere it says 2023, October of 2023. Crazy, you know. Like a boss. When you read lifers' testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Shout out to 389 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Likes are blowing the watchers away. Chris Weeks, no. My man. Can you check OOKI, please? Oh, yeah, remember OOKI? Let's take a look at OOKI. Thought it might make a move here. We were looking at it on KuCoin. Dump City. That's why I always have a stop loss in place. Oh, actually, it's up nice. So, wait, let's take a look. So, I talked about OOKI here. Possibly scalping OOKI here, right? Wow, it's up big. Damn, I nailed it. That's crazy. Let's take a look here. What made me talk about OOKI? I think I just looked at it last night, and it was on my radar. I would have sworn that I put out a call on it. No results found, though. But I did have a chart here. I must have gone over it last night. You know, OOKI up 50%. It did hit the target. Look at that. How did I hit the target? And then look, how do we hit these targets? Look at that. Like, how do you know where price action is going to go? You take a length of the pole. You swap the pole and it just tells you where you're going to go. And that's why all the other people did the same thing, took profits. Look at this. It made a beautiful bull pennant here. Look at that. That's a bull pennant. Take the length of the wick all the way up. Make sure you include the wick. If you don't include the wick, you miss the measured move. Look at that. Insane. How did I just match that? I'm telling you right now, I took this wick here to this red area here and trajectories. All right. Bang. Gives you exactly where you're about to go. All right. Pretty nuts, right? So OOKI bangs on them. I put it on the radar and it's up for gains. Shout out to anyone that took OOKI or that jumped on in with us. Bounce, look, 200-day moving average. Use that as a place to keep your stop loss below. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful way to trade. Unbelievable. Okay. Let's look at the BTC markets. We haven't taken a look at those in a while. I'm going to start heating up with them recently too. So I want to see what's hot, what's beating up against Bitcoin, what's ready, what's not. And we have one that's up 33.33%. Sudarusu. Luna BTC up 29%, beating up on Bitcoin. So Luna Bitcoin for KuCoin. If you want some Bitcoin, that's interesting. Imagine someone putting a whole Bitcoin on Luna right now and just making like 10 Lunas. 10 Bitcoins and just like walking away like golden. Chance it does pop here to the upside. I had an idea that it was going to break out of this. It did break out, but it would come back down. But look, I drew that pennant, length of my pole. It will go halfway to the resistance point and then boom, come on down. It does have a bounce here. Previous resistance there. I'm telling you, this will respect mini TA and it will do its thing. Interesting. Bit of a giant cup and handle in a bit of a way here. Savvy cup and heady to the upside. I remember the first time I ever drew a cup and handle. I was walking home from school and I saw a bird. And the bird he flew on onto my shoulder and I gave him a little piece of bread that I was eating. And when he ate the bread, you know, he looked like he got a happy smile. He flew off my shoulder, and the way he left the bread in my hand, it looked like a cup in a handle, and I drew it down, and that was the first time that I ever drew a cup and handle. And ever since then. So anyway, take a look here. Bitcoin all the way back up here to 147 Satoshis. That's how you make more Satoshis. I'm not saying to do this, everybody. High risk, high reward. This is insanity. But wow, 67% gains in a bit of a elongated cup and handle here. Can it happen? I don't know. I'd be very, 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 very wary, very careful. 1 hour is pointed to the upside with momentum. You are getting movement. But be careful. You're getting resistance and resistance there at the next 2 points. OOKI BTC is up nicely too. Funny, you guys, we just went over OOKI. AXPR up nicely against the Bitcoin pair. Hedgic doing some damage on the Bitcoin pair. Man, Pre. Let's talk about Pre because I thought Pre was going to break out. And Pre actually did break out on the BTC pair. I actually went over Pre, or I was drawing it alone earlier today. Look, there I am. It broke out perfectly. I was sitting there alone today and I was like, man, this thing looks like it's going to break out. Did I share? Sometimes I'm like, I go to share and I'm like, I just think I'm like over posting and I'm like, I don't want to post too much. Like, am I posting too much? Doesn't happen a lot, but today may have been one of them, which I should have posted. I should have shared what I was looking at. I should have shared this because I was looking at this and I said, man, by golly, this is about to make a move. I didn't like this weird pattern, but I kept it in play, and I said, that's an ascending triangle. Look, 12% gains, and it was low with the stochastics, touching the 21-day moving average on the 1 hour. That's my trading style, everybody. I draw a pattern. I wait for the 21 to touch the price, this to be low. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. You can see it's just flat. And then even the RSI, I try to put into a bullish pattern. And you could have put in the RSI inside this bull pattern. It broke out. Bang, bang, bang. I was all over this earlier today. Pre for 26% gains. And I did not post it. And this is the BTC pair. Or no, it's the USDT pair. But, wow. Crypt on the... So you're seeing some green here on the BTC pair. It's interesting. It's telling you that some of these coins are strong against Bitcoin. However, they're going sideways. Not a lot of love, right? Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. Rep. Funny, I talked about Rep earlier today. Yesterday, too, Rep looked nice to me. Let's take a look at Rep. I remember looking at Rep. I thought it was on KuCoin. There it is. Yeah, see? I have Rep here. I posted this to the group, too. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. Not huge gains, but... I mean, 7%. You didn't lose. That's the thing. Anything's better than not losing money, man. Hey, Crypto Lifer, what do you think about Luna? I made 1K on it the other day. I was ecstatic. It's currently my money maker. Just be careful, Lando on Fleek, man. Everyone wants to know what I'm thinking. Stay on Bitcoin. Sorry about any other spamming, PYR. I was on a 10-minute delay. Felt bad. You're the man. Sorry. I'm late into the stream tonight. Lane Hughes, you were spamming hard. You were spamming hard. C Weeks, what are you saying? 30,005-1. See what happens. Trying to drop my Luna average a bit in case something happens. Anchor moving. Sam, we're moving into the secondary phase of a super cycle. Gold is for geezers. I agree, man. I agree gold is for geezers. I'm with you. I just like to go over gold. I like to cover my bases because I'm a traditional asset man. Wow, so Chris thinks we're going into the beginning of a secondary super cycle. Unbelievable. Stay on Bitcoin. Hey, bro, can you see Ape? I'm out of Brazil learning. Chris, can we please have dinner, man? I'm actually, like, it's getting, I start to feel like you're ignoring me, man, you know. But I definitely want to have dinner, man. You know what I'm saying? 2-minute chart. What do you see? For Bitcoin? The 2-minute chart for Bitcoin? You want to, yeah. You got your trade station open. You want to swing? You want to swing it around over here? Let's see. BTC, USDT here. The perpetual contract. Now let's look at Binance. I mean, there's my short playing out beautifully as predicted to the downside. Amazing. I got the 1-minute chart here. I even got the 5-second chart and the 30-second. I pay for the big ones. Look, rounded tops. Rounded tops dump on you. You got a rounded top here on the 1-minute chart. Look at that. You have some bearish divergence. You had swing up to swing up. This was swinging to the downside on the RSI. You had bearish divvy. See this? Swing up to swing up. I got to delete all my old work, though. Hold on. Let me find a clean chart and do this somewhere else for you. Let's look at Huobi. All right. Then we'll delete everything. Look at it here on the 1-minute chart. You want the 2-minute for sure? I can make the 2-minute if you really want the 2-minute. But, like, love it. Lando on Fleek. We sweeping it up. I'm also trading Luna on the 15-minute. Begin the lifer journey. 2-minute chart. What do you see? How much of your overall net worth is in gold? Not, like, barely any. Like I own, like, $40,000 worth of gold, you know? And my net worth is, you know, I'm not going to say exactly, but it's definitely over $500,000, you know? So, and that doesn't include the island my uncle's going to give me. No, like I wish. Bitcoin on the 1-minute chart says it's going to roll over right now. Let's zoom in even more. It says you're at resistance. You made this falling wedge here. You broke out. That's your resistance you couldn't get above. You're about to roll over. You're about to be in this rising wedge here. To me, you're a short on the 1-minute to the downside. See this? I'd short the 1 minute to the downside. Now, 1 minute's hard to trade. I don't trade it a lot, but it does say. And then If you even bring this down, you're at this top trend line. Resistance, diagonal. You should come down. I would short Bitcoin. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would be shorting Bitcoin right now. They don't want gold in the jungle, baby. Ain't no jungle or desert here, bro. So we talked about BTC down. That was what we went over at the beginning of the live, right? And look, there it is up, bouncing off the bottom of the channel here, up 5.89%. See? Heard that. Gracias. Ain't no jungle or desert here, bro. It's where I am, bro. Shout out to the 400 likes. Everyone, you're awesome. Draw reversion channels. Draw 2 reversion channels. I don't know what those are. I don't do that. I do what I does. I trades the way I trades over here. I don't know about reversion channels. Teach me. What's a reversion channel? Actually, I went to Latin. I just need Google and myself. I can teach myself anything. I don't need anybody. Mean reversion trading strategies and indicators. Mean reversion trading. Is it a profitable strategy? Mean reversion. Algo trading strategies. Mean reversion. Yeah, so you're coming back to the main and mean. But that's kind of how I trade anyway, based because the stochastics RSI, that's what they're doing with the momentum. They are a mean reversion indicator because they're finding out the mean reversions of the momentum based on the last mean reversions, basically, in a way. While an instrument price tends to revert to the average over time, doesn't always mean that the price will drop back to the mean or the price will rise to the mean. This mean is also moving. So if the price stalls and does not move much, the mean price has time to catch up. That too counts as mean reversion. The following Euro chart shows a year's worth of daily candlesticks. At the time, the price oscillates around the mean. At other times, the price accelerates away from the mean. The mean, the simple moving averages, follows the two evenly cross paths again. Other indicators such as the Bollinger Bands use standard deviation to measure how far away the price is from the mean. The further away the standard deviations are from the mean, the more likely the price is to revert to the mean. Although that may not happen right away. Mean reversion strategies. I mean, this is how I trade. I mean, this is how we all trade in a nutshell. If you watch a lot of, intraday mean reversion. What's the name of a good indicator that you use? Add ATR. All right, we'll add ATI. What happened to my Bitcoin 2-minute chart? I got rid of it. This is where nerds really hang out. Like, if you're hanging out with me right now, you are a nerd. All right? But nerds make a lot of money. So if you want to get rich, then get nerdy. All right? Because that's where the money's at. Look, we said this was going to dumb, and it did. See that? You could have traded the 1 hour and made money right there. Again, you'd have to figure out your own trading style. It would have to fit your trading style, your risk-reward ratio. You'd have to get educated. Use the education. But look, you could have traded this dumb. See, rising wedges break to the downside. Stochastics were pointing to the downside. Okay. I just predicted this 1 minute drop to the downside right now. You asked me to look at Bitcoin in the 1 minute. You basically put me to the test, and my trading style just nailed it. Look at that. From your mouth to my higher power's ears, bang, bang, bang. We got you, coward. Cowardies. We use an ATR channel and stop loss calculator too. What are you looking at? Add ATR. The ATR is factored in the lifers indicator too. We could add the indicator, all right? 30-second chart starting to make a bit of a bounce. I would short quickly on the 1 minute and be out. However, it says there's more to the downside. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the night. 9:50. Bang, bang, bang. So what are you looking at? I'm just an amazing indicator, Chris. My brain does it all on its own, man. I look at the stochastics RSI base, but I also am able to draw the pattern faster than most people, and I got pattern recognition, there's a lot going on. Let's take a look at your ATR, your average true range. My brain's like doing things, I guess people are telling me my brain's doing things that computers are doing without them realizing it. 1 day, 2 minute. 1 day to 2 minute. I'm confused. You got to write it clear. Nerds rule the world, man. Every time, baby. Man, you're full of yourself. Shout out to Crypto Clock. I'm not full of myself. I'm a confident person, and I do love myself. I believe you don't love yourself, you can't love others. So, yeah, I mean, if you don't love yourself, you will find me annoying. If you love yourself, you'll love me a lot, and you'll want to just keep coming back. So, it's up to you, man. That's how we trade. Who is we? Interesting. Are you Michael Pa? Are you Michael Pa, dude? Are you and Michael Pa friends? Wait, you got to answer this. Do you know Michael Pa? That's the question. Is he connected to you in some way, shape, or form? That would be amazing. The universe is full of itself. Interesting. That's so funny that he just said that. He said the universe is full of itself. So what? That's so funny, man. That's facts, bro. Gap up. Gap up. Watch. It is gapping up right now, but that's a double bottom. You see? That's a double bottom now. And double bottoms break to the upside based, right? And the measured move of the double bottom, because you just hit the measured move of the rising wedge. See this? This was your rising wedge. The measured move was right there, the base of the rising wedge. So you hit it. You bounced off of it. That's a double bottom. Now your measured move is here. Now you can trade the double bottom to the upside. You see? That's because that's where we should go now based on this on the chart now. All right. This is also now a falling wedge that broke to the upside. If I get smaller time frame, like 5-second chart, you can really like start getting crazy. You can actually see an inverted head and shoulder here on the 5-second. How crazy is this? Shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. That should break to the upside. It did. Came back to revisit the neckline of the inverted on the 5-second. And now that's going to attempt to break out. That's also a bit of a tiny cup and handle here. See? Sammy cup and handle to the upside. This is how fast my brain can figure this stuff out as it channels through. And you're about to pop. You know, this is nuts. I don't suggest anybody use the 5-second chart and watch yourself, but like this is how you figure it out. Like rising wedge, it broke to the downside. You can get it nice and clean. Craziness. No, you don't trade like that. Which is held together by a magic of vibration. Lano on Fleek. Thankfully, I found Crypto Lifer last year. He has such a loyal community. And the thing is full of it, and the thing it's full of is emptiness. Didn't meet Michael Pa yet. Hit me up on DM. I don't DM people, man. I'm too famous now. You know how that is. No, I'm just messing with you. It would cost you more to trade with limits no matter what size. It would cost you more to trade with limits no matter what size. How about GAL USDT? Stocks right again with the dump. Stokes right again with the dump. Yeah. Anyway. I'm out of here for the night, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Please comment. Are we going down to the 20s? Anything is possible, my friends. Anything. Anything is possible. But honestly, don't even use my phone anymore. My wife sets my schedule, and I stay away from my phone because my phone's a distraction. And I got so much to do during the day and stuff. I got like a meeting with and I got an awesome team. My team, like I finished the live stream. My team has extracted 4 or 5 videos. They've taken different examples of thumbnails, and they have a whole Google sheet of approvals. And I have to go through and approval and approve and approve. And we got to hang, dude. My Instagram's gone. That's the only way I was able to talk to you. So I don't even know how to get in touch with you. You know what I'm saying? You're on it, bud. Keep it up. Thank you, bro. Always grateful for the work you put in, brother. Michael Benitez, thank you. Jordan Cordova, love you. Thank you for the time, lifers. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Luna may pump up 175%. There is a possibility. Again, I'm not guaranteeing that, and be careful. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for coming here for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close every single Saturday night at 8 p.m. Right when Bitcoin closes, we jump on to the live, and we show you that weekly candle close. We break down what we're looking at for the week. We get ready for the week ahead. We look at the Dow Jones Industrial. We see what we may be brewing for the morning so we don't wake up and get blindsided Monday morning. Look at that. The Dow going negative now. Bitcoin negative. Looks like we may wake up to a bloody. We already have an idea that Monday will be bloody. Shout out to the $93 in Super Chat. You people are unbelievable. Dow is bloody. And the Dow got bloody during the live. and so did Bitcoin. So just be careful, everybody. Make sure you have a stop loss in place. Always, always maintain mental stability. Keep your lemon water in hand. Work out every morning. Meditate. Keep yourself grounded. And I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. like I am every single day. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll see you on the next live stream. Be safe. Crypto is life.